What's up, guys? This is going to be a quick WRX video. Other, Ghostface stuff, Mask, games, guitar, Hot Toys, all that stuff's coming. But this is in regards to the humming sound that I've had in the back of my car. So I'm just keeping you guys updated because I think I'm on the right path. So I just got to be careful driving it. Even though I've been driving it like this for 3 years, but again, I didn't know that was it. I mean, I've had wheel bearings go out on 2 different cars, and when you have a wheel bearing go out, if you turn your wheel left or right, the sound goes away, or you know what side it's on, right? For some reason, it doesn't do that. Now, I don't know if that's because it's on the back of the car. I'm not a full-blown mechanic, right? So I do brakes, oil changes, battery terminals, simple shit, right? Like the differential fluid and all that kind of stuff that we ran into a pain in the ass with. I'm going to get to that. So until I actually, get a problem and diagnose it for a little while and figure it out and replace it, I don't know, right? Unless I kind of get somebody's help to tell me what they think it is, and then I narrow it down from there. I can't just replace random shit. So my buddy was thinking it could be my rear differential fluid, because he said what it sounds like when he rode back there in the back when I was driving, it sounds like really bad lifted tires. Road noise from like lifted tires from the back. I came across a video of another WRX, and it sounded exactly like the sound I have. So I'm thinking it is wheel bearings. The guy said he had replaced his wheel bearings. But again, no vibration, no shaking. It's just a loud humming noise when you go from 30, and the faster you go, the more you hear it. So the rear differential, look at this fucker. The rear differential, we could not get the drain plug off. So I had to order another plug. The dealership changed it at 41,000 miles. I'm at 82,000 now. And that was 4 years ago when I called them. It was 2021, so 5 years ago. I called them to ask them what they would put on there, because the fill was so tight that we had to use a breaker bar. And I watched about 5 or 6 videos on it. Nobody had as much trouble as I had with my buddy trying to get these off. And when we took the fill out first, that's what you want to do, it had like a red adhesive sticky ass gasket around it. It didn't have like the black little normal gasket. So I don't know what they used last time, but I couldn't get any information. They just said that it was changed, but geez, look at this guy. Man, what is wrong with people, bro? Come on. Man, dude. I'm in Florida, and it's like these people, they just flock here for like 3 to 6 months, and they hog up the roads. They don't know how to drive. He's going 25 miles under the speed limit. It's like, I just can't stand it. Anyways, oh, he's turning, thank God. So, anyways, could not get the drain off. That's my street. Remember those? That's the street I was going to go down, but there's a shitload of fire trucks that I had heard when I was leaving AutoZone. I just got some oil. So anyways, I told my buddy, I said, let's just stop, because when we tried to get the drain out, we made 2 turns with an air tool and impact, and it literally just almost stripped it to a complete circle. That's how tight it is. So I said stop, because if we get it off, we're not going to be able to get it back on. We could have rigged up something. So I had ordered a new drain and a fill, even though I don't need the fill, but I just had it just to get it. Ordered a new drain plug off of Fast WRX. Great customer service. Already shipped out. Should be here 2 days. And it was like $27 and like $35 of tax, when the dealership wanted like $35 or $40 for it, and they wouldn't even have it for like 4 or 5 days, which I thought was hilarious if they don't keep those actually in stock. So we're gonna change the fluid anyways, because it needs to be done. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think there's any big chunks on there. I mean, I'll know when I take the magnet out, because the little bit that dripped out from the drain, or I keep saying the drain, from the fill, there was a little bit of glitter shavings in the bucket, but that's normal. Now, if I take out the drain plug where the magnet is, and there's huge chunks on there, then I'm going to be like, shit, yeah, maybe it is my rear differential. And I just wasted $240, $250 on bearings. So I drove to my daughter's volleyball game an hour away the other night, and my car really made me nervous. Going up to like 60, 75 miles an hour, the humming was louder. Still runs fine, doesn't pull to any side, doesn't vibrate, but you can see nothing, the sound doesn't change. So I ordered the bearings just for shits and giggles, because that's what I'm leading to now since I came out with that video. And I mean, again, there was no play in the wheels at all. So I'm gonna be a little upset if I replace those, which I'm gonna do. They're gonna be here actually tomorrow. I ordered those from Rock Auto. I ordered a good brand. I looked them up. I think it was Mog is what it was, and they deal just like with bearings. And a lot of people on Reddit were saying they replaced their bearings, same car I have, with those over the OEM ones, and people have had them for 20 to 40,000 miles and no issues. So I'm going to go with them. I'm not going to give the dealership any money unless, like I said, I absolutely have to, and I don't ever go to the dealership. I'm going to start ordering my oil filters and all that off Fast WRX. It was just cheaper on there, $9. It just, I don't want to deal with the dealership. They just have the worst service. They really are scammers. I mean, I asked him what, just so I know what I could give my buddy for helping me out. Let me borrow his tool, let me use his tools and stuff. I have tools and I have a garage, but he has everything. He's got lifts and everything. So it's just, it's easier to go to his house because he knows what he's doing. So what we're going to do is he's going to weld a piece of like a ratchet, an old ratchet. He showed me what he had to do for like a guy's head bolt that he couldn't get off, that's stripped. He's going to weld that on there to the fit, and then he's going to break it loose. And then when we replace the fluid, we'll use the new plugs in there. Shit, I'm not going to be able to even. God damn, dude, they could have got over a little bit. So, we're going to go ahead and do that and see if that makes a difference, because the fluid needs to be changed anyways. We'll see if it quieter down, but I doubt it's that. I think it's going to be the bearings. And then we're going to do the bearings on the 5th and 6th, which is next month, next month, so next week. And that's just because that's my next 2 days off now after today. The bearings will be here tomorrow. For some reason, if I get those bearings on there, and that's not the issue, I'm just going to simply leave them on there. I'm not going to take them off. But I'm leaning towards, I'm really thinking that it's the bearings. I don't know what else it could be. So I'll keep you guys informed, but just basically a little update video. The dealership wanted $290 plus tax just to do the rear and front differential fluid, when it cost me, I think it was $22 for the quarts of OEM filter, the gear oil. And that would have been it, right? Now, I did have to buy the bolts because they were on so tight. I don't know what that red shit is that they use on there. It almost looks like some kind of like, was it RTV or whatever it's called, sealer on there. I've never seen that on a car. I mean, we had to scrape it off. It was so thick. So I'm guessing that's why that drain is on there like that. So I'll get a picture of that for you guys in a video when we do that here next week. But I just wanted to keep you guys, updated with the WRX. So I'm going to just strictly drive it in town until I get those bearings replaced. And now I know people are like, well, you've been driving it for 3 years. Yeah, but now I'm more paranoid because I was thinking it was my tires. It's not my tires. So we're going to go with just being more safe than sorry. So we're going to stay within like a 20, 30 mile radius of my house. Hopefully the wheel doesn't come off, but I don't think it's going to. I think I'm just being more paranoid. But like I said, be safe than sorry. But I'll keep you guys updated. We'll do the wheel bearings. We're probably going to do one at a time. It depends. They don't look that bad. And that was the other thing. The dealership guy asked, because like my buddies helped me out with the bearing. I've never done a wheel bearing before. I mean, I know if I can do brakes, they say you can just, it's a few more bolts and you can do that. It's not a press bearing. It's just a bearing that you just, hit off with a mallet. So again, I'm going to let him do that, since he works on cars every single week anyways. But, I asked him what they charge for that. I don't know where you guys are located, but they told me $680 per side. That was just in the labor. That wasn't the parts, and that was before tax. So, yeah, I'm not going to pay, what would that be, almost $1,700, $1,800 for 2 wheel bearings. Not going to happen. Oh, I did think about, which I'm going to, I didn't get them yet. I am going to do my rear brakes, since I'm going to be back there anyway. So the rear brakes, the rotors are fine. They've already been resurfaced like 3 years ago. And the bearings will be new in the back. The rear differential fluid will be changed. And then I'll do the front differential fluid. Well, excuse me, the front transmission fluid. And then spark plugs have already been all changed. The tube seals, the valve cover gaskets, air filter, doing the oil today. I mean, she runs fine. I think after that, I'll feel more comfortable. And if for some strange reason, if that noise is still there, it's still there, and there's no big chunks on the differential magnet, I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. I don't know what other steps to make. Only thing I can say is it sounds like a lifted truck with lifted tires, real thick-ass tire tread in the back. And this all started 3 years ago when I got my tires put on. So I don't know if it's just the tires on my car, or if it's, maybe they messed up something when they did my tires back there. Maybe I'll see something else. I don't know. I don't know what they would have done replacing it. Maybe they hit something. I don't know. Maybe they hit a curb or something. I don't think they would have driven it, but, except for driving around back to put in there. So I don't know. All I know is the sound was not there until they put these tires on. Out of about 100 reviews, I found 6 reviews that say these tires I have are absolutely horrible with road noise. Only 6. Every other review says they're quiet and they love them. And they're the Firestone Firehawk version 2 or some bullshit. I haven't had an issue with them with being like no chunks flying off. They've lasted with rain. They've actually lasted quite a bit of time. Actually, the 2 on the front were on the back, and I just put those, I rotated them. They were on the back. They put those to the front, and then I put 2 new ones on the back of the car, because that's kind of where I thought the noise was coming from. My grass is all dead because it's been like 30 degrees here, which is nice. So, yeah, I don't know. I do have my old wheels and tires. I guess worst case scenario, if I really wanted to check it, I guess I could air up my old stock 17-inch rims with the stock wheels or stock tires and air them up and put them on the back just to drive around. And I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about with this bolt here. Let's see if I can. I'll show you what. So there's the one. There's nothing wrong with it. But the one, look at that fucker. So that's what happened when we tried to get it off. So, I don't know. I don't know what they put on those, but they were extremely tight. And my exhaust was in the way. We had to kind of droop it down. But I don't know, man. I don't know what. I mean, my car is so clean. There's nothing. It's weird.